Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay in mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first.
Should he ever amass the courage to confront me in the flesh, I shall deal with him as I see fit.
Of course. An arbiter's judgment is always sound. I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would have liked to have been there when you gave that villain his reward. But nevertheless, my name is cleared and you deserve a reward for your efforts. Have no fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it.
Now that you have the Rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rift could be worth revisiting. Rift may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem-solving may be required in reaching them.
Standing by to fortify.
Have you considered that submitting ourselves voluntarily is proof enough?
That can stand. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Torpificator at... I have a...
Electrical dampeners. Change.
Reprobates!
ahead.
Breaking for cover! Refilling my... And a Donnie!
Go for...
Gray gone astray? Come in. Come right in. Be refreshed.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm?
To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts? All it takes is some light instruction,
A restorative cocktail, and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
You'll be a productive member of our perfect society again.
soon you'll say, goodbye, imperfect thoughts, hello, contentment.
This is new. A mild euphoric. Light hallucinogenic properties. Not entirely unpleasant, but... kid stuff.
Greetings, subject. Or should I say, refreshed to be. Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in, then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
That doe-eyed expression, those ambling sentences. I do believe this individual is mentally refreshed. We may be able to use that.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Greetings, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective. Incorrect! But your response has merited a yay-sayer verbal commendation for exceptional tactfulness in the field, allowing you partial credit. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead. Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, unacceptable, obsequious denial detected? A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia,
Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 150 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed 1 floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Haven't had an goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
Of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
the mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies
I do believe that's the first test I've heard.
the mind.
You had a look at
Medicament dispensary has concluded for today. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only
Their team plays the worst. Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon. No, I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try. I make all songs about the paradigm abiders. Folks tend to get rather sore about it. The original version's about being a good Protectorate subject and turning in your neighbor if they lack zeal or think thoughts and such. In my case, my daughter reported me. Of course, we're all supposed to watch each other close to keep the paradigm on track and abiding. First thing you do when you're back is thank the person who did it. I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say. Are you in disguise? I don't recognize so-and-so as a title. This feels a bit curious to me. But I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the treatment is working. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it. Not just any ball. It's from the Paradigm Abiders. best pitchball team by far in the Protectorate League. That ball commemorated it. I had to turn in my personal items when I was admitted. On account, suppose so. Maybe almost, at least. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry, though there are 2 automechs assigned there now. Oh, well, mech controls are typically handled via a terminal. I probably want to... I'll be... Oh, hello!
Ruler, the console.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology.
You can't fight contentment.
Refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet, freedom that...
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Better in position.
is an invitation.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today? Response, zeal, noted. With hope, our highly trained refreshment facilitators will share your promising self-diagnosis. Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet, it is strictly off-limits to all non-refreshment facilitator personnel. Farewell statement. May refreshment soon render you free from doubt. A vital cog once more.
Shh. No talking until the lecture's over.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception.
Trust me, the lay the
Your
particularity
realignment
does
with the paradigm
wonders.
begins now.
I'm realigned with the paradigm.
Never more content. A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
No talking until the lecture's over. No talking until the lecture's over.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception. Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception.
No talking until the lecture's over.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Combatant stand.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Commander, you attacked my fellows when they have nary raised a hand against you. Were you defending yourself, I could perhaps understand. But you assail the innocent. Explain yourself. You dare insult me? Know this.
Shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
That was most uncalled for. That was most uncalled for. That was most uncalled for.
A perfect society demands perfection.
Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of perfect speed of vital heart.
Each of vital
Paradise.
Hello? You find my pitch ball?
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request attention.
Shh. No talking until the lecture's over.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to a and a Johnny
Detected.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural damage.
Hello? You find my... May you read?
We're off to be refreshed. So nice to be refreshed.
Could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a protectorate subject, are you? I see it now. You possess the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
He's the first person we've met here who doesn't seem a touch refreshed. Must be the lead scientist. Careful.
Well, out with it. Who are you? Such a brazen display of derision of protectorate ways. How unexpected. How provocative. This presents a rare opportunity to hone my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly. Ah, for one of our adversaries, I'm sure. I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner. See? This is already more entertaining than any conversation I've had so far today. Well then, how about it? There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order? Our former allies? Those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation. What say you of them?
That's very kind of you, dear.
They're obsessed with tomorrow. Why even worry about the future anyway? The paradigm maps out our path, so we don't need to be concerned about what comes next. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? Yes, I've seen the craters left in their wake. They're quite capable as far as looting and destruction go. I'm not sure I perceive the merit in that, though. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. Oh, are we to debate the nature of self now? Of identity? Let's stay on topic. I admit I've never submitted myself to the lathe of particularity, but I'm sure it would be like a light, pleasant misting of the mind. I am certain I would return unchanged. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? That was the final point you wanted to make? Rather a null effort, I'd say. All right, fair enough. In that little battle of wits, one of us proved severely outmatched, and I'm not sure you're completely aware of which of us I'm referring to. I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess, though ultimately I'm not wholly surprised. Suppose that leaves one last thing.
I shall not delay your execution.
Torpificator at ready status. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, That was far more intensive. Strong observation, your sublime radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my
Gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Hello! You find my pitch ball? Oh, commemorative pitch ball! I missed you so. Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. I'll be dithering about here in the meanwhile.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Are those automex sorted? Time to go? Okay. Ready to go then, I suppose. If we get separated, I'll meet you there. tunnel out was right here. Oh, they put a poster over it. Take it down, and I can be off. This is all right neighborly of you. Can't thank you enough. Now, after you. By all means. Oh, and, last I heard from my daughter, Emily, she was off to Free Market Station. You meet us there. She'll surely give you a reward. Guess all outsiders aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be. After you, by all means. I fear I must insist.
Your family must come too, just to be thorough. We will cure you of these confused thoughts.
The paradigm. Yes. Allow it.
Gladly.
comes from a threat!
Torpificator is charged.
Batten scan. Check your scope for me.
Combatant scan.
I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all map charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the archive's entrance, remember?
Long night after.
Another intolerable
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Leviathan no longer stands under a protectorate banner. I hope this was the right choice.